Hey-oh.
Yeah, I thought we were going to rip on Brian the show for destroying the Knicks podcast. We're doing it off the air? Come on, Jay. It's fucked up, Jay.
That one guy said he was never listening again.
We've never had a more controversial guest.
That's what he just told me.
Yeah, I would have told you on the show. It would have been funnier. Brian, so you're in Queens right now?
Yeah. See, there I am next to Jay.
He's just sitting very still. Screaming.
Did I screw this up with you coming to Queens? Because I hesitated?
No, it turned out I probably couldn't have made it anyway.
Why would you have been able to make it, and why would you not have been? Like, what?
Just because the week kind of went to shit, and I didn't expect it to. Just I've been running around for like 3 days, so I've barely been home.
Okay, let's pick a date on the calendar. When are you coming, Dry? See, I feel like also, just in fairness...
Jay, I hope you hit record. Like I told you to.
Organic opening.
Oh, God. Are we really recording?
Yes.
Live from New York. It's Saturday
I don't
night.
want to do the organic opening. Come on.
Whenever I don't do the organic opening, we do funny stuff before the show begins.
I was going to schedule a time for Brian to come in town. What a show! They were preparing calendars.
You're killing me. When I don't record, you tell me I should have. And then when I record, you give me shit. It's really...
Yeah.
This is really starting to be not worth it.
And awful for you as possible.
He was fine until I said it.
You've both made this a terrible
fine.
experience so far.
Everything about doing a show with us is a terrible experience. Ask the Knicks podcast fans. They all hated Brian.
That's not true. I heard I had a couple of fans.
I mean, but it was a 2-to-1 ratio of how many people hated you and liked you.
No, but that's the Knicks podcast, and that's because Bryce said something ridiculous.
You said Kevin Durant, one of the top 5 players in the NBA, was overrated. Yeah, people are going to question. And you also started out by going, "Hi, Knicks podcast. The NBA sucks for these reasons."
It also didn't help that the Thunder ended up winning that game that night.
Right. But in the Brink universe, Bry is much more popular.
Yeah, I think the Brink fans kind of like Bry a lot. The Knicks-oriented fans that weren't really Brink fans did not appreciate your sensibilities.
Well, the tagline for Brink is "Enter the Negaverse," and when the show first started, Bry was nicknamed Negator.
So are we recording or not recording?
Are you just going to ask that every 5 minutes?
Every 5 fucking minutes, yes. I'm asking I just assume we're doing the show right now, okay?
Plus, I also get that, like, if you're an NBA fan and you're listening to an NBA podcast, the last thing you want to hear is some asshole come on and say, "Yeah, I hate the fucking NBA."
Yeah. I mean,
like in the first line, like, I don't know why I'm here because I hate the NBA.
Yeah, that didn't get people happy either. But
so I guess if you come on the Brink show and you're like, "Hey guys, I love bunnies. Aren't they fun to squish? Let's talk about bunnies." That same thing.
No, it'd be more like if he just came on here and said, "I hate comedy and all things funny, and here's a list of reasons why I don't like comedy."
I'm just gonna be serious and dark.
Oh, I was going with the more anti-negative. I love bunnies. I love bunnies. They're so wonderful.
I can't see Bry ever doing that.
No.
Bry, could you sing the bunny song?
Is that a real song?
Yeah, it's by Drake.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know who Drake is.
It could be by Drake. I wouldn't know.
Cool. So, Bry, when are you coming to town?
I don't know.
What has to happen in your... So I was thinking also that if we're going to get together, we should hang out, not do a podcast, because I can do a podcast with you from here.
Well, Bry could stay for the weekend, and then we could go to a game one night and do a podcast one night, and you could be...
That seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Should we schedule it on the show? So people hold us to this?
Well, that seems a little unnecessary.
Extreme.
Extreme scheduling. I will pick a date that will have to work for Brian. If you don't do it, one of our fans will be upset. Let me look at the calendar right here.
Organic opening.
This organic opening thing is just throwing me off completely.
Do you want me to play the song? Would that make you feel better?
I mean, you can. Why you play the song? You can keep the opening part and keep the whole thing recorded, but play the opening. It gets me more.
Hello, baby. Hello, nasty. Hello there. Hello. I say hello. Hello, friend. Well, hello, little girl. Hello, my treacherous friends. Hello, operator. The beginning of everything. Welcome back, my friends. It's showtime.
everybody, welcome to episode 241 of The Brink of Sanity. I am Jay. And
That wasn't very organic.
Jay, have you ever had a contest to see who could name the most? I think you have actually the most like people who were in the opening. Like the
we
theme
proposed
song.
Go,
it.
Bry, go now. Come on, Bry. Nail him.
We
Come on.
proposed it, but I don't think we actually ever went through it.
Bry, come on, Sammy. How many can you get?
I know there was 2 Beastie Boys.
All right, how about this? Email us, thebrinkofsanity@gmail.com. If you, whoever gets the most song and artists correct,
You get to be on the show.
wins a Brink shirt.
Okay.
I thought we did that once, but maybe not.
I think we announced it and then nobody entered. So,
Oh, that sounds more likely.
but now
How-
we have 3 super fans.
How about the winner gets Bry's soul?
I don't think Bry has a soul anymore.
I'm pretty sure I
Why?
sold it.
Yeah, I thought you sold it back in college. I think we watched that Simpsons episode where Bart did, and Bry's like, I'm
Yeah.
going to do that too.
That was a clever episode. Do you guys find it awkward to
Yes.
watch pornography on a train?
I don't
take
know.
a
I've
lot
never
of
tried.
trains. I actually have a fear of trains.
Do you? Would that be awkward watching that on a train?
I wouldn't do it.
Here's my issue.
I don't
It
even like when I'm on
it
Facebook.
depends how
and,
much
like,
shame you have.
Well,
I think it's more inappropriate than awkward.
I have shame, and it's not that I'm trying to watch pornography on the train because that would be really weird. But I've been watching, so now I'm really into Boardwalk Empire. It's a good show, but it's an R-rated show from HBO, and there is some nudity, and it's a little weird if there's a sex scene going on and there's some guy next to me.
Yeah, I could see that.
How do you watch a show like? I mean, I feel like I should be able to watch Boardwalk Empire. I don't need to watch G-rated shows like we're on an airplane, especially because I'm the only one watching. I'm not like shoving in some old woman's face.
You're not like you don't have like a projector where you're projecting it up like on the wall where everybody can see it
Look at the vagina, woman. Look at the vagina. Yeah, this is what you want to do on your way to work, huh?
with like a laser pointer. Like, yeah, right here. This is what you do.
That happened to me too when I was watching Justified. There was
Well,
there's not
no
nudity in the
there's
show,
no
but they were clearly fucking, and I was on the subway, and I'm like,
Did either of you guys ever finish Justified? By the way,
I finished it. I really like that show.
yeah.
I did not finish it yet.
You finished 1 episode yet, or?
I am near the end of season 2.
All right.
Yeah, I finished it all. I really like that show a lot. But Boardwalk, I put off watching Boardwalk for so long, and now I'm like, because I thought I would not get into it, but now I'm really into it.
I never watched it.
I've been
good.
going through Game of Thrones. That's why I stopped watching Justified.
So, is it weird to be like, can someone look over at me and be like, "What are you watching?" I'd be like, "Boardwalk Empire," and they would be put back in their place.
I guess.
Well, I mean, how long are the sex scenes? Are they like 45 minutes? I mean,
Well, I
you
keep
make-
I keep rewinding them.
Oh, all right. Well, slow motion. Yeah, I get it.
Like I pause sometimes. I mean, maybe I'm making it awkward for everyone else around me. I don't know.
Could be.
You should probably stop moaning while you're watching it too.
Yeah. Keep your pants on. That might be a.
Well, I mean, it was a little. I mean, I guess it was a little weird because the woman next to me, she had some lotion, and I asked her some. I'm not going there.
The best part about
I never watched that show. I didn't know there was nudity in it. I might have to start watching it.
It's an HBO show. They just throw nudity randomly in every HBO show.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
the
that's
best
true.
part about Game of Thrones is every single actress in the show. You could be like, I wonder what her breasts look like, and you'll find out.
Wonder no more.
That's
Yeah.
what I keep hearing, but I still don't have any interest in watching it.
It's really
Well,
good.
Saturday, did you see the Saturday Night Live skits? They had a skit. It was they were Game of Thrones produced by what's the guy's name? What's the main guy?
Lord Michaels.
George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, George Martin and a 10-year-old boy. And all the scenes would be like the 10-year-old boy would be like, I think we need boobs. We need boobs. It was a really funny bit. Every once in a while, HBO, Saturday Night Live does a good skit. I think once every decade they have a funny bit. What else is new with you guys?
I finished my final assignment in school.
Whoa.
Did it. I
You got
did
that
it.
video editing project done, huh?
Yeah, finally.
You gonna be officially a video editor now?
Now I got to get certified.
So how long does this take you?
4.5 years.
Holy shit. How long does it take?
For
a
an
moment?
associate's degree?
No, a master's.
You got his MBA, right?
Yeah, MBA.
How long does it take a normal person to do this?
6 months.
No, well, it depends if you're going like full time or not. If you're going part time, 4 years is normal.
That's a long. It's like that's the entire length of college.
Yeah.
That's a long fucking time.
Yes.
Would you have done it going into it if you realized it was going to take you 4 years?
Honestly, when I went into it, I had no intention of actually finishing it.
What was your intention for shits and giggles? Like, it'd be fun to learn about tax.
To get my boss and my girlfriend to shut up about becoming a better person.
What were the? Can we go back to those conversations?
Oh, sure. You really love the role playing.
Jay, I think you need.
You let somebody talk you into becoming a better person? What kind of man are you?
Right. We're gonna find out.
Oh,
Jay,
sorry.
you need to get a better person. Why don't you ever go to the gym? When I met you, you were 40 pounds lighter.
Well, I'm working to pay the bills.
You know what? When I met you, you could go all night. Now you're done in 5 seconds.
Well, when you met me, I was not paying all the bills.
Oh yeah.
When you met me, I cared.
Do you know how hard it is I scrub this place every day. I've been trying to be a good house girlfriend.
Sweet, let's trade.
Jay, you need to better yourself. What's going on? I met you. You had more hair than that. What's going on, Jay?
That's a lie, ma'am.
Jay,
I lost my hair at like 23.
The guy I met didn't look like Bane at night. He didn't have to wear a thing to keep him alive when he's sleeping. What is that thing you wear?
Not very proud of that.
How are you going to make yourself a better person?
I'm going to take one grad school class. That's
wow.
Yeah.
Jay, you're holding your ace in the hole, aren't you? You're waiting for it. I can feel it. He's waiting. He's got the big zinger coming. He's just waiting. He's just waiting for his girlfriend to push his buttons.
Are you going to send me to the moon like Ralph Cramden?
No.
What are you going to do?
Come on, Jay. I hope you got that zinger in you. I know what I would say if I were in your shoes. I hope you have it.
Are you going to point out our different ethnicity?
Keep pushing him. Keep pushing him. See if he fights back.
Oh, the pressure's on now. I don't even know what Bry's cooking up over here.
Let's just say, Brian, you want to play Jay for this role playing?
Keep pushing Jay's buttons.
I think Bry, as in Jay, playing Jay, understudy. You need to better yourself. I think you need to take 2 classes. And you know what? You should go to a class you call scam class.
So what I'm hearing from you is you don't want to stay in this country anymore.
Don't send me home. They'll beat me. I know you just wanted a sex slave, Jay.
Well, that got dark pretty quick.
And that's the power of role playing.
Not that I expected anything less from you guys.
It's true.
So
We practiced it all week.
Brian and I went to acting school for this.
Yeah.
So this was your idea to better yourself?
Yeah.
What was she actually saying to you?
Well, he was smart. He said I'm going to better myself, but he took a 4.5 year, so now he doesn't have to start doing it for 4.5 years.
I'm going to better myself really slowly.
Well, no, because my last job hired me knowing I had no experience, but then they're like, "Oh yeah, he's got no experience. This was a stupid idea, so you should go back to school."
Which seemed reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, do you feel like you've learned a lot of stuff that's going to be useful in your career?
No.
What's the point of these degrees?
Money.
Yeah, they're all scams. It's like
No, I understand. Like the idea is that you need them to get more money,
Yeah.
but isn't the whole thing kind of a scam? When the fact that they don't, it's not like you like. If I went to school for being a plumber, I would learn how to be a plumber. It would be a natural. I understand why I'm going to school for this.
You would know how to
You take
plumb.
some random courses, and they're like, "Oh, you get more money because you paid for more degrees."
Yeah, that's really all it is. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's really like I learn a little bit, but when you get a job in like, an office job, they're gonna show you how to do everything from scratch anyway.
Yeah, you don't need to do. I mean, yeah.
Are you going to do this speech at graduation?
Yeah.
This degree is bullshit. Thank you, university, for wasting my time and money.
I mean,
Go to bringasanityshow.com.
I spent $40,000 in 4.5 years, and my next job is just going to show me what to do anyway. Thanks.
But you're trying to go into, like, you majored in, what'd you major in? Or, I don't know, major. What was your concentration?
Accounting.
Okay, so are you going to be an accountant?
Sure.
You say that with, like, a degree of, like, I'm going to be an accountant that edits film.
I mean, it's... Yeah, maybe I'll be an accountant for film editors and just live vicariously.
There you go. They'll just teach you what to do.
Jay, I've noticed that you're not good enough for me, and you have a lot of time on your hands. What do you want to go? How about you go to school for a degree that won't help you as far as learning for the next 4 years?
Only if
Why
it
don't you
costs
Why don't you get
$40,000.
out of the apartment for 4 years so I could be alone, and then you'll be a better man when you come home, and then I'll find a better man.
You'll find a better man?
No, I'm being his girlfriend with the man
You
voice.
got to put the voice on. Come on.
Sorry. I don't
You
do
get- you get-
voices.
Jay, I mean, like, I know I went to school for impression for many years.
I can tell.
Yes. Facebook says one of my posts about asking where Jay should live is an engaging post.
Yeah, there was a lot of questions about my personal life on the Facebook page.
Yeah,
I
well,
think you'd appreciate that.
well, you are a public figure, Jay. You do host a podcast, so
True.
I want to give us some fodder for conversation tonight. What are you going to do now? Do you go
By the way, are we all drinking tonight like we were planned?
I am.
Okay.
I'm
I got
sick and I'm still
I have
drinking.
my orange bottle of water if Steven's still watching.
What are you drinking, Bri?
Vodka and Sprite.
How important is it really that I drink with you if I'm not even in the same, like, I'm like 20 miles from you?
Because we can tell.
But what would I do? What would I do in the show that would be, oh my God, Mark drank. It was so much.
You'd be funny for once.
I know, it'd be great.
Listen to episode 100 when he did 100 shots of beer. And then
I
barfed.
was definitely drunk for that show. You know what's not funny? In the morning when my son's like, let's play, I'm like, God fucking damn it, Jay.
It's gonna rain tomorrow. Don't worry.
I thought it was funny that you barfed between shots.
Yeah, I definitely did that.
You guys did a Power Hour show?
We did
Yeah.
Power Hour for episode 60, and then we
I
did
thought
we did Century Club for episode 100.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to like be able to like throw up on you have to make it back for the next shot.
What's our next one? 300?
250.
How
How
I
far
thought we were in
what
like 280 or something.
What number are we up to?
We're at 241.
Oh.
I said it
The
like
Knicks
5 minutes
the Knicks
ago.
have passed 300, right?
Well, I mean, if you guys want to do 100 again, we could do 100 for the 250. I'm not doing 250.
I don't think I could
Really?
do
You're
100
not-
I don't think I could do 100 shots of beer in a week.
It's not that bad, actually.
Mm.
The reason you throw up, though, is because you take in so much air. It's like almost better for your system to throw up a little bit.
I just
Right.
burped and avoided the throw up part.
Well, I threw up, and I was proud to do it. Yeah, so, Jay, where are you moving now? Oh, wait, hang on. Do you go to your boss on Monday and be like, check out my degree, boss. Give me
I'm outta
raise."
here.
I just
I would-
found out they're not going to give me my degree for like another 5 weeks or something ridiculous.
Why 5 weeks? Like, the wait till
Because
the
this school's a piece of shit, and like to give me a piece of paper apparently takes them over a month.
Baruch College, recommended by Jay. But what's the difference? You have to wait 5 weeks for it. Like, is that connected to your actual raise?
I have it's just I have to go there to pick it up, and I don't want to go there anymore. I want to get it out of the way so I can just never go there again.
What
Jay
if you
could be
get-
in Philly in 5 weeks.
Yeah. When are you moving to Philly, dude?
I have no money, so I can't go to Philly yet.
Can't you
Oh.
Can't you trade that degree for money?
He has to pay to get that degree.
Right, I traded the
Oh.
degree for negative money.
So we threw out on Brink of Sanity website questions about Jay's life, and so the recommendations for Jay to move. We'll run these ideas by Jay and see what he thinks. So Andrew writes, "Come join me in Sydney." Are you going to move to Sydney, Australia, Jay?
Australia is on the list after Philly.
I'd love to go to Australia. I mean, I wouldn't want to live there, but I'd love to go visit there.
I've been there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not Sydney particularly, because that's like the most expensive area of Australia.
It's pretty expensive, yeah.
But I would go to a cheaper area of Australia.
You could be in the outback.
Maybe not that cheap.
They got an Outback right here, like 2 miles from my house.
Oh, there you go, Jay. Why don't you just go to the outback by Bryce's house?
You could live there.
I already worked at an Outback. I don't want to spend any more time at Outback.
Sir, it's 11 o'clock. You have to leave, sir. The staff wants to go home. I live here now. Bryce said it. Scott writes, how about Thailand? I think you already know some locals.
Yeah. I've had some pressure to move there, and I say no. I say nay.
Have you been to Thailand?
No.
It's beautiful.
It is, but in the summer it gets to 110 degrees.
And winter it gets really cold here. What's the difference?
I get cranky when it gets to like 81. That could be a problem.
Do you get like hilarious and like happy when it's like 0 degrees here?
No, but at least I could put on a coat. When it gets too hot, you can't do anything.
There you can get naked and put ice on your balls.
Great.
Wait, I gotta plug my computer in. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. I just realized it said like 12% left, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't plug this in.
Oh, with your computer, that's like 45 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I had to kind of really race there. Thailand's also cheap as shit. Like you might be able to retire in Thailand now.
Yeah, because it gets to 120 degrees.
Right. You could buy you'll have so much money you can afford air conditioning there. Wouldn't it be great to move to like some country, like some third world country? Thailand's not really third world, but a third world country where like your money goes so far you can like, kind of live like a king or a modest middle income person.
I mean, the idea of that sounds good until you realize that there's a reason why it's a third world country.
Yeah. You're the fish out of water.
Speaking of third world countries, Andrew writes Staten Island.
Oh God.
Would you rather? So far of the places, Thailand or Staten Island or Sydney?
Oof, this list isn't working out so well so far.
I was trying to really help you here.
I would say probably Thailand out of the three.
Have you ever been to Staten Island?
Yeah.
Why did you go there?
We
may have discussed this on the podcast already.
No, me and an ex-girlfriend of mine had a friend who lived there, so we crashed there for the night.
Did she become your ex because she made you go to Staten Island?
No, but we had like a very awkward morning there.
What happened in the morning?
Well, our friend let us stay in like their basement, and we went to a bar and we got pretty drunk, and then we got back to the basement and my ex was very, very loud. Like to the point where
she was playing drums loud?
Yes. To the point where I don't know how they didn't come down there and say, shut the fuck up. And it was like in the morning, like everyone just knew, we knew, they knew, and they knew, it was just awkward.
So you broke up with her?
Yeah.
For being loud?
12 months later.
Nice.
12 months later.
It's like, I was thinking back.
That was the last straw for this year. What happened? Why'd you guys break up?
She asked me to move in with her in Boston. And instead of moving in, I moved to Long Island without her.
Well, why did you do that?
She had the most...
the movie... Oh, you don't see the moving van? Oh, because it's in a different state.
She had the most obnoxious roommate ever. I hated her.
Well, when you moved in with her, wouldn't the roommate not have been there?
No, it would have been like us and her.
Why would you agree to that weird setup?
I didn't. That's why I moved to Long Island. And her roommate's dog. And you know how I feel about dogs. So it would have been a small apartment with me, my girlfriend, her shitty roommate, and their dog.
Why do you hate dogs? What the hell's wrong with you also?
They're loud and they smell.
Wait, did the roommate's loud and smells or the dog?
Both.
Okay. Steven writes, Canada.
If Canada wasn't so cold, I would be there right now.
So it can't be too hot, it can't be too cold,
right.
And it can't be filled with Staten Islanders.
Right.
Your requirements here are kind of a little bit much.
Little demanding.
Well, Canada's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is.
And if you go to Canada, Steven actually has the legal right to murder you.
I know that is a thing.
Ralph writes, the stars at night are big and bright deep in the heart of Texas. Texas, parts of Texas are like Thailand cheap.
Yeah, but that's another Thailand problem where it gets over 100 degrees.
What's with you in the climate? Like everything has to be like a perfect
Is it
climate?
that unreasonable that I don't want to live in extreme temperatures?
Oh my God. I mean, just wear like shorts and a t-shirt in the summer.
Right, because most offices allow that.
Well, you'll get a job where they allow shorts and t-shirts. You'll be like, one of my requirements, I'm bringing an MBA with me, is I get to wear shorts and a t-shirt with you all year long.
Not
Listen,
the NBA, the NMBA.
Listen, I'm a big shot from New York. You may have heard of it.
Have you heard of Baruch College? It sounds Jewy. I'm in charge here. I'm sure in Texas they would love that kind of behavior. Lucas writes, your parents' house. Have you thought about this one?
That is what I did when I rejected my ex's offer to move in with her. I went to my parents' house.
Did you reject it or just not tell her you were moving to your parents' house?
No, I told her I was moving there.
What did she say?
She said a few things. None of them were very nice.
It's over.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea, Jay. I'm so happy for you and your wonderful decisions. I hope you die now.
I said, I'm going to move home into my parents' house, and I'm going to resurrect my public access show. This is a true story.
Wait a second, hang on. When you say to her, I'm leaving you, she's like, oh, I'm sad. And I'm going to resurrect my public access show. She's like, oh, he was a complete loser. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool. I'm over it already.
I sent her a free DVD of our first episode.
Oh, that's cool. You actually resurrected your public access show?
Yeah.
I thought that was just like an empty threat.
No.
It was a euphemism for
The MSN butterfly skit you like. That's
That was a really good bit, actually.
That was from the resurrection.
Is that what you call the album?
Yes.
Jay, the resurrection. Did you have any other? Did you have a second funny bit? Or was it just that one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Have you, Brian? Have you seen it? It's actually a pretty funny bit.
which one?
The MSN butterfly.
I don't think so. Is that the new one you do? The newer stuff you did with Will?
Yeah.
I might have seen it. I don't remember. Was Will dressed like the butterfly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty funty. It stays current because if anyone watches it now, they won't understand what the butterfly is.
I've probably seen it. I mean, if I guess that he's wearing the butterfly outfit, then I've probably seen it and I just don't remember it.
Great.
I'm leaving you. I'm resurrecting my public access show.
I make great life decisions.
Are you sure? Because my dad has like $10 million just wants to give whoever moves in with me. No, I'm resurrecting my show.
What I'm hearing is I'm too fat.
No, my dad's a real estate developer. You can just kick your shoes up every day and read comics while the millions just pour into your pocket. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna resurrect my show and we're gonna do skits on public access. Yeah, but you can buy an entire network and have your own primetime show. You'll have so much money. No, baby. I'm gonna do it the hard way.
We're keeping this shit underground, baby, underground.
Yes, I'm gonna go. You remember my friend Will? You'll remember him when he's big like me and we're busting out in Hollywood. I'll see you in your. I have millions of dollars later, bitch. I said that's how it went down.
I just wanted to see how long you were going to go with that.
That's how long I'd go.
The
with
whole rest of the episode is just Mark talking to himself.
I could probably do skits where I play both Jay and his former girlfriends for an entire episodes. It's a podcast I'm releasing on my own.
Bonus content.
I'll send a DVD to your ex-girlfriend. Do you have any other ex-girlfriends?
Of you doing the conversation with Jay and his ex-girlfriend? Like this big circular, like...
The worst part of the DVD is it's going to have the video from this show, and she's going to be like, "Why am I staring at this guy's face? Who the hell would want this?" Well, our fans really want the video.
Steven asked for it.
So your parents' house, you're going to move there? I mean, like,
No, I did that last time, and within 6 months, I was on anxiety medication.
okay. Rob writes Perth. He's going with the opposite side of Australia. That's the I guess the West Coast.
Where's Perth? Is it like
The West Coast. It's like where
Earth with a P?
yes, it's where
It's in Australia, Jay. If you didn't know that.
I guess Jay didn't know that. It's where I was going to say it's like where Oregon, like Washington are in the U.S.
Mhm.
That's where it is in Australia. Australia is the same size as the U.S. or pretty much the same size.
Okay.
With like
So
a fifth of the population, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of kangaroo fucking.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like most of it's empty like desert.
Sweet. No
That's
neighbors.
what Perth is. So Perth's supposed to be really pretty nice, but it's pretty far away. Okay, the next Matt writes Binghamton.
I feel like everyone just wants me to live near them, and I'm very flattered.
Well, Matt didn't say I'm from Binghamton. You should live there. He just threw out. Oh, did he say no? Sorry, he said. No, he said Binghamton.
If you hover over his name, he lives in Binghamton.
Oh, maybe he's offering up his bed. Have you been to Binghamton?
I've been to Binghamton. Oh, Binghamton, New York. Yeah.
What other Binghamton were you thinking of?
Binghamton, Australia.
I'm not going to move to Binghamton in Asia.
I thought it was a fancy London town or something.
Oh, there's a fancy London town called Binghamton, right next to Texas, London.
Our mutual friend Randy, who was on the show, went to Binghamton, and
yeah.
I visited her there.
Yeah, what do you think of Binghamton? You want to settle down for your life?
No.
I've been to Binghamton. It's a fun school.
Yeah, it's a fun school. There's not much there other than the school, I think.
The Binghamton Mets, the Mets AA affiliate plays there. And
Yeah.
The only thing you'd like more than Major League Baseball is minor league baseball.
Yeah. I like baseball so much, I want to watch worse players.
Exactly. Most of these people will never make the majors, and Jay can appreciate their, yeah, I understand you're not going to make the majors. I once had a public access show.
It's the public access of baseball.
Bry on our show writes Tempe, Arizona. And I think Bry is not from Tempe, Arizona.
No, I'm not. But Tempe, Arizona, if I was 10 years younger, I would be there in a heartbeat. Jay, you won't go there because it's too hot. Same problem as everywhere else. But
okay, of all the places, it's 115 degrees in Tempe, Arizona in the summer. It is unbelievable outside.
Right.
it gets pretty hot, but it's a dry heat. But
No. It's like that's like going into your toaster. It's so goddamn.
I know.
Have you been there in the summer?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, this whole dry heat thing
It's
has
hot.
a limit.
It's hot. But Tempe is. If I was 25, I would move to Tempe right now.
If I was 10 years younger, I would go to Tempe, Arizona, and have sex with the mayor.
Tempe. This is how I describe Tempe. Take Boston, modernize it,
Add heat.
and there you go.
Remove a bunch of jocks.
Yeah, it's a college town, and it's Arizona and Arizona State, so it's like 99% of the hottest girls in the country are there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Boston because it's a college town, but it's like completely modernized. It's not like old and crickety like Boston is. It's like the
What does that
2000s
mean,
version of Boston.
modernized? Like the streets are made of like
Yeah, the streets are actually streets. Like they go, and Jay knows we lived in Boston.
Yeah, Boston, literally, you'll be going down a street and then it'll turn into cobblestone.
Yeah, if you took Boston and snapped your fingers and be like, make this modern, and it would just whoosh, and then like a little like cloud went over it, and that's Tempe.
I've been to Tempe once. Beyond the whole heat thing, it did seem modern. They had indoor plumbing. I don't know what else you mean. They had a telephone. It seemed like I've heard it's a pretty cool city. I've only been there once.
I've been there a couple times, and it's a lot of fun. I have family that lives on the outskirts of, and plus, if you live in the Phoenix area, which Tempe is a suburb of Phoenix, everything is like within a mile of your house.
Can you? Would it be fair? If Jay moved there, could he move in with your family?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Sweet.
So that's gonna be cheaper rent there, Jay.
But it's very cheap to live out there too.
Okay, Jay.
And like every little, it's all like little developments. You have like a little pool, and you have like a little house, and all that stuff.
Jay, so far we're up to we have you could go live in Sydney, Australia. Actually, you can live in either coast of Australia. You could live in Thailand. You could live in Staten Island. You can live in Stevens Country, or Tempe, Arizona, or Binghamton. What do you
And
like
if you're in
best?
Tempe, you're 3.5 hours from Vegas.
That's pretty good also. And well, the last submission here was Kazim writes, India. I'm sure you could adopt to the culture with so much ease. Jay.
And I'll tell you one other benefit of Tempe while I'm selling it. When you live on the West Coast, your sports games start at like 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, that is nice.
And the games are over at 10. That's why people are so relaxed out there. You watch, like, if you like football's on 10 in the morning. Like, you get out of work at 4 o'clock, and the 7 o'clock, like, baseball, basketball games are starting. And then,
Okay, so how much should we look for a house there? Let's try to find. Should we find you a house in Tempe, Jay?
I don't think that's gonna make a funny bit.
No, I'm just trying to find. I'm not trying to be funny. Jay.
plus,
I'm
there's a
trying
lot of season tickets available for the Suns, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We're trying to improve your life, Jay. It looks like for $288 you can get a nice 3-bedroom here.
I need to get my CPA first.
Do they not have CPAs in Arizona?
When you get a New York has the best CPA.
Like Donald Trump?
But they're all
we
Jewish.
make
You're
the
not
best
Jewish. So.
CPAs here.
No, it's literally the hardest test in the country. So if you have one from New York, it like people are like, oh shit.
Isn't it the same test everywhere?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, math is the same everywhere, so it's not like if you go to like California and say what's 2 + 5.
It's not a
You say
math
8.
test. If it was a math test, I would have been done with it already.
Oh.
It's like rules and regulations and all this bullshit.
Jay gets there, it's like 3 + 7. Fuck, I've been studying this long. Can you tell us some rules and regulations? Could you serenade us with them?
Yeah, do you know any of them?
No, I don't want. No.
So then, what difference does it make where you take the test?
Yeah, I mean, how do you know? You're not gonna know. It's like you're like, I have the CPA from Puerto Rico. Aren't you impressed?
Because the New York one transfers to other states. Other states don't transfer to any other states.
So what? But you don't even want to live in New York.
Yeah.
You're not listening. If I move around,
No, we're not listening.
What are you, a hobo Joe? You're gonna like move around from state to state, like every 2 years?
who knows? I'm keeping my options
You're
open.
walking the earth
Jay
like that
McKenna,
Kung Fu
homeless
guy.
accountant.
What's the point of getting an Arizona one? And then what if I'm like, oh shit, I really don't like this 100-degree weather. I'm gonna move somewhere else, and then I got to take a whole nother like 4-part year-and-a-half test, or I
Yeah,
could just
every
take it
time.
once and have
Oh.
it transfer over.
Jay, it's gonna make you a better man.
I moved to Tempe and I realized I wanted to fight crime in Chicago.
You guys are really something.
You know, Jay. You know what? You wouldn't have a
Jay's
problem.
gonna move to Tempe and then say, "Shit, I should have stayed with that girl and not moved in with my parents."
You know, if you learn how to be a video editor, I bet that just transfers. You don't take an exam. No one's like, "Oh, do you have a New York video editing degree?"
Whoa! You only know how to work beta? I'm sorry, it's not gonna work out here.
Jay, do you enjoy how we pile onto you for the entire episode?
Next week for episode 242, Jay finds 2 new co-hosts.
Well, that'll be happy. Steven will be happy.
Yeah, I don't know why Steven ripped on us for being the co-host this week. I'm on every
Yeah.
fucking show. And he's
How
like,
many other co-hosts are there?
Well, first of all, he said pick more interesting co-hosts, and then he told you not to be salty. It's like, who's not going to be salty after you say that?
Yeah, I only come in one flavor, salty. Sorry.
Salty and extra salty.
Yeah.
I did-
what else? What else is going on, guys?
Wasn't he calling you and Bri the dream team like 3 weeks ago?
Oh, I don't know what's wrong with Steven.
Okay.
Jay, why don't you go to Canada and find out?
Yeah.
Because I will probably not come back.
Yeah, actually, Bri, could you go instead? Because Jay actually puts the show online.
Jay, what?
Jay does the podcast.
Oh. Okay.
Like when we go abracadabra, the show is uploaded. Jay actually does the uploading part.
That's right. That is a lot of work. So
Yeah.
I don't want to have to do it, and I know you don't want to have to do it. So
Do you think like people that pray are assholes?
yes.
Okay, we can move on then.
Is there a follow up to that, or
I mean, I could have a follow up. I just the guy. I was just thinking about. It's like there's something where they were saying, "Oh, you should pray for someone or another," and how what is prayer?
All praying does is make you feel like you're doing something about something when you're really not doing anything.
Yeah, it's
But
the equivalent of like hitting like because Haiti got hit by a tsunami.
It's
or
like,
something.
oh my God, your wife got hit by a car? Well, I'm going to just think really hard about that.
Well, I'm going to take it one step further. First of all, you never hear like the towers just got attacked. Let us pray that Afghanistan says they're sorry, or the Taliban. No one ever they never like we have to take out the Russians are going to attack us. Let's pray instead of actually getting guns. But I'm going to take it one step further. Not just is praying doing nothing. Praying is kind of like just being a total jack, like a very. You're kind of really into yourself if you're praying, because you're saying,
yeah, you make it all about you.
well, not even you make it all about you. You're saying there's this almighty above who could do something about it as long as I ask.
Right.
How much of an asshole you're being like the world like could be any more dependent on you asking? Well, you know what? Like if the people are starving in Haiti, I guess I can call on a favor. I'm that important.
I don't like when they're like, "Are you religious?" and they say no, and you say no, and they're like, "I'll pray for you."
Yeah, I'm going to tell them like, hey, you're going to pray because you're that important. You're that important that God answers to you. You're that.
And what
important.
exactly would praying for me do?
I don't know.
Like you're going to pray for me to what? That like I'm going to get struck by lightning and then to start being religious or something?
I think I'm going to start overreacting when people say that. Like, I'm like, you should pray. I'd be like, fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. That's offensive. You think that would be an appropriate way to react to people that talk about prayer?
Might be a little bit of an overreaction.
You think if Donald Trump did my rant on from people who pray are assholes?
I think I'm going to pray for Kevin Durant.
He would win by a landslide against Hillary?
Yeah, literally, whatever that guy says, his ratings go up.
No matter what he says. So I'm proposing us just murdering all Hispanic children. Oh, yeah, landslide.
Yeah, make America great again. I need to get more
I
whiskey.
really hope, like at the Republican convention, he just pulls off his mask and he's Andy Kaufman. I mean, that's
I'm gonna
It
get more
has to
whiskey.
be.
I'll be right back.
what?
Jay's
Where'd he
going
go?
to do something or other.
Oh, I got a piss too.
Are you going to leave me too?
No, I'll wait till he comes back.
You can go. I mean, you might as well.
No. Let's think
Let's
of
talk
ways
about the
to
Mets.
let's think about ways to make fun of Jay when he gets back.
What should we talk about his degree more?
Poor Jay.
Oh, Jay.
Jay,
How about the Mets?
yeah.
What do you mean? The team's
I didn't
playing-
know. I didn't even know they played last night. And
They're on this fucking. They're playing on the West Coast, which is annoying as shit because I can't watch the games. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I
stay up
know.
till 10:30 to watch the first inning.
yeah.
Fuck the West Coast.
And they got no hit into like the 7th inning last night.
Oh God, you went right into baseball talk.
Right into baseball.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No. We talked about video editing first, and then we.
Brian,
ran out of-
I said, "Hey, let's try to figure out how we can make fun of Jay," and I said, "I'm on board."
That's true. You could rewind the tape. Now I gotta piss, so you guys can talk about me.
Okay, Jay. Since if Brian's leaving, we gotta talk about baseball.
Can't get a drink.
Yeah, I was gonna get into the next thing I want to talk about, but it involves Bry, so we're gonna have to wait on that.
You have a topic? That's wonderful.
Yeah. Let's see if we have any emails.
Okay.
Yes, we do have emails.
Okay.
Patricia writes, hi, my husband does this thing with his hands under his chin and he waggles them and then makes a constant gobbling sound like a turkey and claims he's a supernatural turkey. He says I'd understand if I let
Making
him.
this up. This is not an email.
He says I'd understand if I let him watch porn, but we're conservative Christians. Don't worry, we don't support Trump or Cruz.
I don't understand. I'm not. I don't understand what he's trying to say.
I don't understand a word of what just happened.
I don't understand that email was not very clear. So let me tell you something. I was on the train. You know, like you overhear people's conversation, and I heard that this one guy was talking to the other guy about this like star student athlete, and he said he was like a 4-time All-American, and he played lacrosse. And what's my initial reaction to this person, right? When I hear about this star, this all like this great kid who's a 4-time All-American and blah blah blah. I'm like, fucking hate that kid. I don't know why I'm reflexively like, I think this kid like, oh fuck him. I hope something bad happens to him. And like he got a full ride to Georgetown. I'm like, I hope something bad happens to him.
Yeah.
And then the guy was like, yeah, he OD'd. You hear about how he OD'd? He died. And I was like, fuck, I can't believe I just was wishing bad that it just died.
Well, then you got set up, huh?
Yeah, I got set up. I'm like, I want to hate this kid, and then he's dead, and I'm like, oh fuck, he had to die.
Who died?
I was
Or
overhearing
you're
a
just making up an-
conversation. I'm not making
What?
it up. I overheard this conversation this morning on the train.
Oh.
I'm getting off the train. These two people are having this conversation about this all-star athlete in some county around here. Played lacrosse. I think he went to Georgetown, and he just OD'd and died. And I was like, and I was just like, I'm like, why am I such an asshole that I wanted to hate this kid so much during the story, and then he died, and I was like, oh, I'm just a jerk. That proves you right, you stupid successful athlete kid. You deserve to. I'm gonna go put my headphones on and not listen to people's conversation anymore.
Go back to watching your porn on the train.
Yeah, I'll go back to watching my porn in the train.
We got more emails.
Yeah. He's playing lacrosse at Georgetown. Well, he's dead now, but and I'm watching my porn in the train. We got more email?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lorenzo writes,
Oh,
just listen to episode 2. I posted that when we missed an episode the other week. I can't believe you guys trashed Superbad. That's a pretty good movie. I've seen that 4 or 5 times now, and considering I don't watch a lot of movies, that's saying something.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny movie.
I liked Superbad the first time when I saw it when it was called American Pie.
No, when it was called
Yeah.
Knocked Up.
When it
When it was called what?
Knocked Up.
I don't think I ever
Yeah,
saw
because
Knocked
in Superbad there was a pregnant kid also. They're different movies. They were both funny. They were all funny.
I think...
It wasn't so like it wasn't the exact same thing.
The thing is, I didn't hate the movie. I just thought it was way hyped up and overrated. Like, it was an alright movie.
It was pretty funny.
But-
How many funnier movies? What's the last funnier movie you've seen?
Since that movie came out?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what's been else. I mean, like just generally, most movies that come out in the theaters aren't that funny.
I thought Horrible Bosses was funnier.
Really?
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
That wasn't that good. That was pretty lame.
I thought Horrible Bosses 2 was funnier.
I didn't see part 2 because part 1 was pretty lame.
I like both of those.
I didn't see part 2 because I don't think. Oh no, I did see part 1. Never mind.
I saw part 1. It was
Trying to
okay.
think
It's fine.
what I've
I mean,
seen.
Superbad was a lot better.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I thought Knocked Up was better.
Knocked Up, I really liked.
I didn't like Knocked Up. It was all right.
Okay, what
I
was
saw it like
we're
2 years after all the hype, and I was just like, that's what everybody's talking about.
Yeah, well, I feel like anytime there's a movie's talked up, it's
I thought The
like-
Hangover is better than it. I like the first Hangover a lot.
Hangover was good. I saw that twice in the theaters, which is unusual because Stud was never do that.
Yeah, the first one was good. This part 2 was trash.
I didn't see the second one. The third one was kind of just the same as the first one.
I didn't see the third one, but the second one was trash.
You know what part 2 wasn't as bad as people said was the Anchorman. Anchorman part 2 wasn't as bad as people said.
You know what movie had great potential to be funny and it wasn't? Was was it?
You're gonna say Schindler's List?
No, I forgot what it's called now. Was it like The Candidate or something like that? Was Zach Galifianakis and Will Ferrell?
that wasn't that funny. Yeah,
It had potential because all the people in it are really funny, and the movie's just terrible.
but that's most of these movies. They're coming out. Did you guys see The Neighbors?
I'm writing this down right now. Bry said Will Ferrell is really funny.
Did
No,
you see-
but it had potential to be a real like the whole premise and all the people in it made it seem like it would be a really like a funny movie, but it just was like the funniest guy in that movie was actually what's his name who I can't stand. Jason Sudeikis.
Oh,
I
I
like
like
Sudeikis.
Sudeikis.
I can't stand it, but he was hilarious.
He
as,
was
like,
the best
assistant.
part of Horrible Bosses 2.
Will Ferrell is a good supporting player. He cannot be a star of the movie.
Agreed.
Would you guys see? They came out with Neighbors 2. And I didn't know. I never saw one.
I don't like Seth Rogen. I get it. He's stoned and he laughs at everything he says.
I liked Pineapple Express.
I hated Pineapple Express.
Yeah, I didn't see
Really?
that.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that movie.
I like a lot of Seth Rogen stuff, but I thought that movie was terrible.
Oh, I like Seth Rogen.
It's like I get it. He's stoned and he laughs before he says everything.
No, he does kind of do that. Yes, I mean that is his whole shtick.
Yeah.
Okay, part 2 to Lorenzo's email. What were the best movies you watched as a kid, say 12 and under? I would have a top 5 of Big, The Burbs, Back
Oh,
to
I
the
love The Burbs.
Future.
Love The
Yeah,
Burbs.
I agree with the Bri. I love the Burbs.
The Burbs is an underrated movie.
Burbs is so good. That is a
That
great
is
movie.
a top 5 Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah. The part where he asked him about his car, and he's like, it was parked out there all day. Back to the Future, The Goonies, and Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller. Oh, what else would you put up there? I guess. What else would you add to his list?
12 and under.
That's a
Let's
pretty
see,
good
12 and
damn
under would have
list.
to be 1990 and before.
Plane, Trains, and Automobiles.
I didn't see that till I was older. I love The Great Outdoors.
I didn't see that one. I've actually never seen that one.
Beetlejuice.
I never
Yeah,
saw
Beetlejuice.
I didn't see Beetlejuice till like 2 years ago. And
I was little, but I was like obsessed with Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
And, the original Star Wars trilogy.
the Muppet movies, the first 3.
The Muppet movies, yes.
Yep. You know what? I did not know about the original Muppet movie. I thought it was only Muppets Take Manhattan and The Great Muppet Caper.
Oh.
The first time I watched the first one was fresh when Brian and I lived together.
Is that show still on the air?
No.
Well, I mean, it's off for. I think it's coming back.
They have
The
till next.
season
It's
ended.
not renewed yet. They have till
it's
next
not?
week to make a final decision. I'm getting kind of nervous.
I liked it.
How was it?
It was really good.
It was good. Yeah.
Oh. So why is it not going to be renewed?
It costs a lot to put on.
And they wanted like huge ratings, and it got like medium ratings.
Oh. I feel like I would have liked watching that show, but I didn't know when it was on.
Yeah, it was very funny.
Okay.
My only gripe with it is that every episode revolves around Miss Piggy.
But they made fun of her a lot, which
Yeah. And like it's more adult. Like they go to happy hour after work and get trashed, and like everyone's hungover the next morning, and like it's pretty funny.
Okay. Are there more emails?
Stand By Me was the one I watched as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Stand By Me. Like I remember watching that as a kid, and then I watched it like 2 years ago, and I realized like how depressing a movie it was. Like how it made me so depressed when I watched it.
I haven't watched it recently. There's some stuff I watched as a kid, and I'm
that
like,
last line at the end, like when they're walking away and they like kind of all go their separate ways, and it just made me think of like the kids I grew up with and how like we all went our separate ways, and I was like, that kind of sucks. That's kind of like real life.
yeah, I remember that now. Yeah. Stuart writes, I was wondering if Will shall be returning to the podcast anytime soon. He sounds like Beavis, which is kind of weird. You get the impression he could burn stuff given the option.
Definitely, but don't call him Beavis. He hates that.
Yeah.
Oh, he does? He hasn't been on in a while. I don't think he's been on since I relocated to Long Island.
Yeah, he hasn't been on in a while. I'll ask him on again. So we're recording on a Friday. We were recording on Wednesdays, and Bri could never do Wednesdays. And you started telling us last week, Bri, but we never got the full story.
Oh, it was because the month of last month or no, March. I had to at Mohegan Sun. They had a giveaway every Wednesday for a dinnerware set, so I had to go down and get free dinnerware.
They gave away dinner?
No, dinner set. It was a 20-piece like plate and glass set. So like each week you had to go and get like 1 week you got like a big thing of dinner plates, and the next thing you went and got salad plates. And
Wait, how many plates did they give you each time?
each thing had 4, and there was 5 giveaways.
Oh, so
But you would actually get them, or you went there for a chance to get them?
No, you get them. They're free.
You just show up and they give you plates?
Yeah, you go online. Like when you have a player's card, you go online and they have all these giveaways. You have to sign up for them, and they're like every other month they have, because they're trying to get you down there. So like every other month they have something that's like once a week you have to go down to get like a whole set. Like last summer they had a whole like a bedding set. Like you got a sheets, you got a blanket, you got a comforter, you got pillows. You had to go 4 weeks in a row to get all that shit.
How long a drive? How long?
It's an hour from my house.
See, this story isn't as funny as I thought it was going to be, because I thought you were...
A couple months ago, they had like pots and pans. So you went down and you got Like
I'm fascinated by this world. Actually, you gamble when you go down there. Or you just take the plates and like later suckers.
A couple times I do that, but most of the times I get stuck gambling, so they don't end up being free.
I mean, they're free if you don't count my soul I gave them.
Yeah.
So you go down there. You're like, can I get my plate? See my player's card? I get a plate. Come on, guys.
Yeah, they have like a little area where you go and you just show them your card. They give you a thing, and then you go to the next booth, and then they give you the box or whatever it is.
I have a question. When you go there and you get that, you go trick or treat.
No, I don't.
I would.
See, when you first told me this, I thought you were driving a long time for a chance to win some plates.
No. No, it was a Gordon Ramsay dinnerware set.
Okay.
So like the first week you go and you get a box of cereal bowls, then you get a small dinner plates, then you get the big dinner plates, then you get.
We all understand what this whole set thing is. We get that. We got big plates, small plates. We've all used plates before.
Yeah.
Do they have Gordon Ramsay's picture on them?
Yeah, they do. Well, on the box, not on the actual plates.
Oh, it'd be great if like each plate had a different Gordon Ramsay body part.
Gordon Ramsay quote, like calling you an asshole or something.
Yeah. Or I just thought like you'd be like, oh, that's Gordon Ramsay's knee in my salad bowl. This is great.
No, I didn't go down to like spin a wheel to try to win like one plate. If that's what you guys were thinking.
Yeah, now I got 10 more minutes of material to come up with because I thought we were going to spend that ripping on you.
I pictured him getting one plate at a time, which I thought was funny for 20 minutes. I'm devoting my entire year.
It only cost me $35 in gas to do it. I think we just lost Mark.
I think we did too.
Mark, you moved into this house to get like a real internet connection.
It's gotten worse.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And there he goes.
Hey,
Oh, you're back?
I'm back.
Okay.
Not at last.
Great.
Okay. Is Bryce still here?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I was going to ask him before I got knocked off for some reason. I was going to ask you, have you gone online to find out the retail value of these plates?
I have not.
Well, now I'm going to look this shit up.
Facebook questions?
I think they're like an older, like not like an older set or whatever.
Maybe what if they sold for a lot of money on like eBay?
There's probably people who sell them.
Yeah.
They had a luggage set a couple months ago. It was a 4-piece luggage set. That was pretty good. I need luggage.
You don't go anywhere.
Hmm?
You don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
If you've noticed, my entire home is outfitted by Gordon Ramsay and things he gives away at a casino.
So Steven writes, my depression is making me a better person. Great. Andrew writes,
Congratulations.
has Jay...
Go. Are you on Facebook? We're not trying to talk about your LASIK.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Are you getting LASIK on Friday?
Yeah, next Friday.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
One eye.
What? One eye?
Yeah, when they redo it, they only do one at a time.
Yeah. How else do you spell LASIK with you spell LASIK? Bri, I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you wanted to get a haircut and the haircut looked really bad, would you go back for a free haircut from that same barber?
Probably not.
What if instead of cutting your hair, he was going to ruin your eyesight?
Yeah, no, I probably wouldn't go back.
I feel like they're just going to be extra careful this time.
Yeah, sure.
Bri, if you went in for a regular checkup from your doctor,
yeah,
and afterwards you were missing a testicle, would you
Yeah.
go back to that doctor for a free checkup?
Let him take the other one?
Yeah.
Probably not, no.
Okay, just was wondering. So Jay, if
So
you
what are you doing, Jay?
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing? Explain to everyone.
What are you doing Friday?
I'm getting a different LASIK procedure done than the last time.
The last, so you went to this LASIK place.
Yes.
They gave you LASIK.
Yeah.
You were miserable and need glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you're going back for a second treatment because the first time they were like, oh, Jay, we promise we'll do a better job if you take down that Yelp review.
It's a different procedure, and I went to a different eye doctor 3 days ago. And
Let's cut to the scene. Hello, Jay. We've noticed you have a bad Yelp review for us. Would you like to come in for a new and improved LASIK procedure?
How mad are you about that Yelp review?
I am very angry. It's going to hurt our business, and we figure that if you cannot see, you will not be able to type a new review. So if you can take that review down prior to coming in, we'll give you your free LASIK surgery.
So Andrew writes, I don't
Do you,
wanna,
are you down for having a free LASIK surgery?
I don't like this bit because it's freaking me out.
Don't worry. I instead of using a laser, I use a hammer and a chisel.
I take a magnifying glass and the sun.
Oh, I attach bugs to your eye that eat your eye.
Sweet. Yeah, can we move on?
Sure.
Jay, while you're here, do you want us to take care of your hearing too? We have LASIK ear exam.
Ear sick?
Ear sick, yes. After ear sick, you'll never have a problem hearing again because you won't hear.
Andrew writes, has Jay bought a house in the outer suburbs of Philly yet?
Yo, what's going on with that, Jay?
I have a 2-year plan.
Please.
Well, I have to get my CPA first.
How long does that take?
2 years.
Yeah.
My 2-year plan. My 2-year plan. Survive 2 years.
Pay attention. Come on now.
It takes about 18 months.
So you just finished school,
Yeah.
and now you're immediately studying for some crazy. How many exams are there for CPA?
4.
And and you have to take the New York one because that one's the hard one.
Yeah, and they all have a 40% pass rate. So 4 tests with a 40% pass rate equals a 2% chance of passing all 4 on the first try.
Well, if you do the math, do the math this way, I'm sure you'll pass. I think 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40 equals 160% chance of passing.
I like your math better.
Use it on the exam. Why don't you just take a different state that's easier? I bet. Well, if you're gonna move to Pennsylvania, why don't you just take the Pennsylvania one?
Because what if he hates Pennsylvania and he wants to move back?
Right.
How could he hate Dutch country?
Mm.
Do you?
Horse manure in the summer?
Yeah, I mean that's all. You're looking for a cheaper place to live, right? So, and I've heard in Pennsylvania, the exam, it takes 18 days, and you just have to prove you can use a ruler.
Okay.
Okay, so what happens? 18 months, and what's the last 6 months?
Last 6 months is I get a really high paying job with my MBA and CPA.
And for those 6 months, you save up a lot of money, so you buy a house in Pennsylvania.
After those 6 months, I use that as leverage to get a good job in Pennsylvania.
Ah, okay.
I can't leverage my shitty job right now into a good job in Pennsylvania. So I need the CPA to get a good job, and then I could leverage that.
Hi, Jay. Welcome to your interview here at Pennsylvania Dutch Company. Can you tell us your qualifications?
I have an MBA and a CPA
Where is your CPA from?
from New York.
Do you want my job? Here you go.
Yoink.
Oh, snap. Actually, we don't like that kind of smarts here in Pennsylvania. We prefer Pennsylvania degrees. And where's your MBA from?
Some Jewish school.
Yeah, here in Pennsylvania, we don't like that kind here.
We don't like Jews.
Yeah, we don't like
We're
Jews.
Quakers.
We're Quakers. We prefer you get degrees from Quaker schools. Tell me, when you did your CPA, did you learn how to churn butter? I don't think so, asshole.
I ate oatmeal every morning.
Wow. We make oatmeal every morning.
Yeah, I know. I was supporting you guys. All right. Andrew writes, Bri, your rant on the Knicks podcast was epic.
Thank you.
Do you think you could use your CPA to get a job in film editing?
Andrew writes, when was the last time you guys went camping? Any cool stories?
Oh, that's a great question.
Did he say last time we went camping or last time we were molested?
Well, we know how Mark's camping story went.
I went I went camping. The last time I went camping was I was doing the Inca Trail in Peru. That's the last time I went camping.
Ooh, fancy schmancy.
Fancy schmancy. Yeah. Oh, be
You've
cool.
traveled a lot.
I have traveled
Yeah.
a lot.
I feel like anytime we mention anything, you're like, yeah, I've been there before.
I've been to a couple places. I've been to. I studied abroad in Australia, actually. I'm throwing shit out there. Yeah.
Last time I went camping was in Maine. It was a while ago now. 7 years ago.
And who was the man with the big hands on your balls?
We did our friend got a group of like 40 people together, and we went to this lazy river, and we all got like 5-person like rafts, and we tied them all together to make this big like floating barge, and we basically just drank and smoked and floated down the river all day. It's pretty cool.
That is pretty fun.
The last time I went camping was at Woodstock 99. But this is actually a perfectly timed question because I do have a little announcement to make. My dad and I just bought an RV.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
So once we figure out how to use the damn thing, we're going to do some... He wants to travel with it, which we'll probably do, but I want to use it for tailgating, for concerts or whatever. So,
Or Met games.
Yeah, Met games. Maybe I'd like to actually go to like a NASCAR race and tailgate with it. But yeah, so maybe we could do like a little mobile podcast.
That would be
the
sweet.
RV.
Can we go mobile, Jay?
If Bri can bring the RV down, I will figure out how to go mobile.
I mean, listen, it's all you need is a plug, right? I mean, you just plug it in. This thing has 3 TVs in it. It's got a fridge. It's got an oven. It's got a microwave. It has an outside little compartment with a dorm refrigerator in it.
How much are you charging for rent?
Yeah, you want to move in and live in my dad's driveway?
Kind of thinking
this
about
thing
it.
sounds awesome.
It's badass. We bought it a couple months ago, and it's been sitting in his driveway for 3 months because we haven't used it because it's been like winterized. And he finally got it dewinterized, and there was a couple issues with it. But yeah, in the next couple of weeks, hopefully, we're going to try to take it somewhere and go camping with it. But I mean, you could sleep. There's a bedroom, there's a shower, there's a bathroom, there's another like over the like where you drive it, like over there. You could sleep 2 people over it. There's a couch that folds out. There's like a booth, and you take the table out, and that folds into a bed. So. You can fit like
I'm excited for tailgating at Citi Field. Let's do this.
Yeah, I want to take it like to a concert or to like some kind of event and just go crazy with it. But
do you want to just take a week off from work and just drive?
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do.
I'll do it.
Where do you want to drive?
Who cares?
I mean, I have kids, so I will not drive with you guys.
I'm guessing just west.
But yeah, I mean, we could take like a little Brink of Sanity road trip somewhere, go somewhere, camp out, do the show.
Yeah, I could Skype in when you guys were like, "Where are you guys now?" And you were like, "I'm in Tempe, Arizona." And Jay's like, "It's hot. This is hot.
It's hot. I'm moving to Australia."
I'm choosing Staten Island.
I'm down. Yeah, I'm absolutely down. I'll take a week off from work.
Yeah, I just got to learn how. He's got to learn how to do all the shit with it, and I have to learn how to drive it. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be. He's already telling me like, I don't want to fucking use it, so you got to use it. So
Where would you drive to? Like, I obviously, like, I understand you're just driving out west. But where would you go?
I want to go to Nashville, Tennessee.
That'd be cool.
Nashville is. You don't like country music though.
It'll be a cool place to go to.
Yeah,
I've heard good things about it. Nashville. I've heard is like Vegas for girls because it's just all country music and like all bars and stuff like that.
I heard it's a good time. I wouldn't mind checking that out.
Yeah. Well, my dad, I a couple of years ago, I paid for a trip for my dad to go to Memphis because he's a big Elvis guy, and he loved it. So he definitely wants to go back to Tennessee. So if he wants to head down there,
Saturday on the road.
There you go. I know we have one trip planned. We're going to Hershey Park in the summer.
Why?
Hershey Park's fun.
I went there,
Really?
and the tour of the chocolate factory was closed when I went.
Yeah, the tour is disappointing. But the park is good. They have a lot of cool shit there.
I went there a lot when I was younger. I have family near there.
Andrew writes, "What?"
But yeah, no, we'll figure out something. We could take like a little road trip, even if it's not that far. We could just go somewhere. And
I've been saving up vacation days, so I could absolutely take a week off.
I mean, it's got all kinds of plugs and shit. I mean, it's a 2015. It's pretty. It's got all the bells and whistles. So
Sweet.
like I said, it's got 3 TVs, 3 DVD players.
I'm
Where are the three TVs?
There's one in the bedroom in the back.
Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Then there's one like in the main area where there's like like when you go in, there's like a booth and like a couch. There's a TV. It actually goes down into the counter and then it comes up. And then the third one is actually outside. So the awning comes down and then there's a panel. You flip it up and there's a TV there.
Oh, that's
So you
fucking
can sit
awesome.
outside and just watch the Mets game sitting outside under the awning.
This sounds like a pretty badass thing you guys got.
It's pretty nice. It's pretty sweet.
Andrew writes,
we'll
"What
figure something
places
out.
does Jay actually want to move to?" We covered that. He writes, "Thoughts on F Ducks? Were you sad
even
to
know
see
what that
them
is.
outlawed?"
I think F Ducks are a travesty, and I think that
What is an F duck?
it has to do with
Yeah.
Don't.
Oh well, I'm not going to explain it to you. I mean, how do you not know this?
Common knowledge.
Yeah, I mean
Really?
seriously. I mean, if you had an MBA from Baruch, you know what an F Duck is. Does anyone know what this is?
P.S. If you have any idea what I'm talking about, I'm impressed. Well, you're not.
You'll never be impressed by our show.
Jay, your suggestion a while back to watch Star Wars movies in number order was genius. I thought 1 and 2 and 3 were really good until I watched 4, 5, and 6, and holy shit, they're amazing. And 7 is epic too. Yeah, definitely don't watch the 1, 2, and 3 after you saw the 4, 5, and 6.
3 is good.
Yeah, 3 is decent. I'll acknowledge that 3 exists. 1 and 2 are just so bad.
Do you guys want to know what an F Duck is?
Sure.
An F Duck.
Duct, D-U-C-T.
Yeah. F Ducks. It has to do with Formula One racing. I'm not going to read on because I don't give a shit.
Okay. Andrew writes, "Why is this episode on a Friday night? If you do another Friday night episode, can it become another drunk episode?" See, we're getting requests for you to drink, and Mark just refuses to do it.
I'm kind of fucking you guys over by not drinking.
A little bit. Steven writes, "I'm now addicted to a phone game. It's called Heroes of Dragon Age." Cool. "Did you ever drop real money on Candy Crush? How much did he drop? I've never spent a dime on it." Steven writes, "I went way into
Did you have never spent any money on it?
I've never spent a dime on it, no."
Okay.
Steven wrote, "I went way into overdraft. I'm fucked. No Doom for me." So Steven keeps saying he wants me to hold the last brown Brink shirt, and then he tells me he spends hundreds and hundreds of dollars on graphics cards and video games. Okay, so that's it for questions.
Okay. Did you guys bring any topics?
Nope.
Okay, great. Do you guys want to talk about porn on the train again?
Oh, we starting over.
Jay, what's new? Bri, what's new with you? Oh, I guess okay. So Bri got an RV. I got.
Mark, if you're in the Skype thing, I just put a picture of it in the IM thing if you want to see it.
Oh, I do want to see it. I was trying to figure out how to do that. Hang on.
Yeah, I can't really see it through Skype.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, it's the same picture I sent you, Jay, on Messenger.
Okay.
I'm looking. Well, I see something from you, but I don't know why it's not coming up with the picture.
Yeah, I don't know. It's being weird.
Mm.
We are an hour and 15 minutes into the show.
So you're saying we're done with the show?
I think we should stop and do another show. Just so
Should
Jay
we-
has
should
to
we-
stay
should
up
we
all
have
night
this-
doing
Could this part of the show be the organic opening to the next show?
it.
This is the organic closing.
Why can't I figure out how to look at this picture?
See if I can post it on the Brink Facebook page here. Hold on.
You guys aren't
Yeah.
Facebook friends?
Bri,
Oh,
you want?
I meant what?
I was gonna say, can you text it to me, but you may not have my phone number. and I don't want to give my phone number out over the show.
I'll post it in the Brink page here. Wait, hang
Okay,
on.
that works.
I might actually have better ones on my phone than on my computer.
I feel like this show is falling apart.
Oh,
Oh,
you think?
you're full of shit, Jay.
I'm like, let me see a picture of your RV. This will be great radio.
I think we're.
Do you want to talk at all about Trump being the nominee?
What is there to say? He's gonna.
Here's what I'll say about the Trump being the nominee, and I hope that the Republicans stick to this, because for 8 years they basically like disacknowledged, or if that's even a word, unacknowledged, whatever, acknowledged, did not acknowledge the fact that Obama was president. So I hope they continue to not acknowledge the fact that Trump is their nominee, since they hate him so much.
Yeah, I kind of find it funny that they came out with like an 8-year plan to solve this problem, and then it just blew up in their face.
I mean, yeah. I'll give you the brink of sanity story of the week. Woman files $5 million lawsuit against Starbucks for putting too much ice in her drinks.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yes, she accuses the coffee chain of fraud, negligent misrepresentation, and unjust enrichment. When you put ice in there, you don't get as much coffee as you're supposed to get.
Did she ask for an iced coffee?
I don't know. She said, "Yeah, I guess an iced coffee."
So she asked for an iced coffee and got mad that there was ice in there?
When it comes to ordering a 24-ounce Venti coffee, for example, she claims that customers only receive 14 ounces of actual coffee. The ice takes up the remaining 10 ounces. The Myth customer further notes that hot Starbucks beverages typically cost less than cold ones, even though they contain more coffee because of the lack of ice.
Did this person immediately get taken outside and shot?
Yes, by her toddler, who was allowed to own and operate a gun because they live in Texas.
Right. Responsible gun owner.
Our customers understand and expect that ice is an essential component of any iced beverage, the spokesperson told Huffington Post in an email, adding that, holy shit, I can't believe this is really happening.
Yeah, the whole time he's like, am I really fucking writing this?
Oh, my God. So the woman expressed her intent to represent everyone in a class action who has ever purchased a cold drink from the coffee chain over the last 10 years. So that's quite a class action.
Jesus Christ.
And I guess over the last 10 years, we've only been wrong by $5 million. I think you should sue for more money, lady.
Are you guys excited about the Angry Birds movie coming out?
No,
Um,
I didn't know it was happening.
Yeah,
But
they
I'm
waited
angry
till
about it.
3 years after everyone stopped playing it, and then came out with the movie.
Is there
for it.
some inability to actually release a movie when like it's actually irrelevant? Like, why could they just go, hey, just whatever, put the piece of garbage out now? What people still give a shit about this?
Right. I find it hilarious that they're coming out with it now that nobody plays it.
I mean, it's so. Are there people? Is that still popular at all? I don't know. I played it for
I
a
don't
short
think
time.
so. I saw everyone on the subway playing it like 5 years ago. I haven't seen one person playing it since.
Well, I'm excited for. They also announced in 10 years they're releasing that movie about a guy slicing fruit.
Yeah. Fruit Ninja, the movie.
Fruit Ninja, the movie. Yeah, I don't really understand that. Are you, Brian? You gonna go see the Angry Birds movie?
Probably not.
Okay.
I can't remember the last movie I went to.
Jay, are you very excited? I mean, there is a big new movie coming out, actually. That's Jay.
Oh yeah, do I need to see all the stupid movies to go see that Civil War movie?
No.
Have you seen all these other movies?
I've seen Iron Man 1 on a bootleg DVD, and I liked it a lot. But the rest,
saw
I
Iron
haven't
Man.
seen anything else.
Yeah. Jay? Have you seen all the other movies? Since you're the big superhero buff here,
I have, yeah.
which one's the best one of these?
Either the first Avengers movie or Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay. Forgetting that, what about the how good is Captain America? The first and second one.
I think the second one was better than the first. They're both the second one's good. The second one's probably like maybe top 5.
What about how's it compared to like the who's the one that makes jokes as he's fighting crime? Deadpool. How's Deadpool?
That's the only one I haven't seen so far.
Yeah, what's Deadpool, like a ripoff of all those?
No, I don't know. I'm not into Deadpool. He's supposed to be like kind of insane, and he's a mercenary, so he's not really like he does stuff for money, so he's not really like a hero per se.
I kind of thought that you were a huge Deadpool fan, but
No. All of our listeners are huge Deadpool fans.
So tell me what's the plot for what's the Civil War thing? Why are the superheroes fighting?
The government wants to register all superpowered individuals.
According to X-Men, why do they have the same exact plot line for both shows? Didn't X-Men have the same thing? Same exact storyline, right?
I think they had something about registering mutants. Yeah.
Are the X-Men and do the X-Men and these superheroes exist in the same world?
Yes.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
So is Captain America a mutant?
No, he's just on steroids. They call it super soldier serum, but it's really just steroids.
Okay, who else is a mutant? So are there mutants in who's the Civil War movie?
The only mutants in Civil War are Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch. They're in the second Avengers movie, which you might not have seen.
I have not seen. Are the Avengers part of this also?
Well, almost everyone in the movie is on the Avengers.
Okay. Can I ask a series of more stupid questions?
So basically, the government wants to register superpowered individuals. Half of them think it's a good idea. The other half think it's like an invasion of their privacy and their individual rights.
So the government's treating them like immigrants.
Yeah, pretty much. And so, yeah, they get into a huge argument over it and then eventually fight about it.
Is this like
Is there a
like does this happen like in the comics?
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Okay.
So
they're just not going out on a limb here.
No. It was actually a really good comic story.
Are you excited to see this movie? Are you gonna rush and see it this weekend?
I'm not going to go. I never go to movies opening week. It's
Are
a
you
little too much.
Are you planning on seeing this in the theaters?
I might. I'm not. I don't. Yeah, I might. Now that I'm out of school, I could actually like do things again. I might go.
You can go on
I
like
think
a
it looks
Tuesday
pretty
night.
good.
It got really, really good reviews.
Yeah, it got great reviews. I kind of want to see it. You think will any superheroes get murdered?
I don't think so. In the comic, one guy got murdered, and it was by Thor, who isn't in the movie. So
Thor's not in the movie?
no, he's
Who's
too
the main-
powerful.
No,
Like,
Thor's on the Mets.
Yeah, forgot.
he's too powerful. Like it wouldn't be fair.
Civil War weaker superhero edition. Couldn't Thor fight like the Incredible Hulk?
He's not in it either.
Oh, is Batman in this?
That's DC.
Superman?
DC.
Spider-Man?
Yes.
Spider-Man is in this.
Yes.
I thought Spider-Man was DC.
No, he's not.
Wonder Woman?
He might be, but he is in this movie because I heard an interview with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Spider-Man's in it.
Super bunny loving guy?
Not sure who that is.
Yeah,
That's me.
Oh
he's
yeah.
one of the characters that Drake released.
No, it's me. I love bunnies.
Bunny
I
man.
hate basketball and I love bunnies.
Is hate basketball guy? Is Kevin Durant in the movie?
No, he's overrated.
Is 50 Cent in the movie?
Yeah, he gets shot 9 times.
Is Drake in the movie?
Seriously, you don't think 50 Cent looks like Kevin Durant?
I don't know what 50 Cent really looks like.
He looks like Kevin Durant.
Oh, okay. Then I agree.
I'm trying to picture that. I this is a pretty loose. I can see a little bit of resemblance. Now that you pointed it out. Who wins the Civil War?
On an NBA quote, when do they play again?
They're playing tonight.
Oh, they are? Oh,
Yeah,
they better shut up then, or the Thunder might win again.
Let's see. They're playing right now, actually, I think.
Are they?
Let me. I'll show you in a second.
Will they play They play because we're doing a podcast? Is that
Yeah.
how that works?
Yeah,
Cavs beat the Hawks, who are putting up no fight whatsoever.
But the three
And-
of us could beat the Hawks
Apparently,
without anybody else.
And OKC is playing San Antonio. They're San Antonio's up by 2 right now in the first.
When do the Warriors play again? Next weekend?
Tomorrow.
That
would be
yeah,
that would be a good charity thing. The Hawks versus the brink of sanity.
We'll even spot the Hawks 20 points.
Could you imagine this really a game? We're down by like 300 in the first quarter. I don't know why we thought this would work out. There's 3 of us, and they have a whole NBA team, and they're all really tall.
We could bring in like John and Dustin.
We could probably beat the Thunder, not the Hawks.
Well, the Thunder have Kevin Durant. We'd run over them. Bry's like, Kevin Durant may not be overrated. I bet we could beat Golden State. Because you know why? I've been listening to Phil Jackson, and the 3-point shot doesn't matter. Do we have anything else to talk about, or are we done?
We are done.
That was all the questions? It seemed like usually there's like 400 questions.
I know. We got like 9 today.
Yeah, maybe if we had a guest people cared about.
Yeah, if we had 2 interesting co-hosts, I don't know.
2 interesting co-hosts, people would be like asking lots of questions. I had to force the questions today with asking questions about Jay's life. Jays, what questions about your life do you want on Brink of Sanity?
What hasn't been asked?
Can we do another show? This is fun.
Well, yeah. What part of your life can we destroy?
I think we've touched pretty much every aspect of my life.
Jay, now that you graduated, you need to better yourself again.
We're at
Jay, are you not gonna? Don't tell me you're resurrecting your podcast. I want to talk about this. Why are you making your life better? You need to. You've been sitting around going to school while working all day, not making anything of yourself. How are you gonna better yourself, Jay?
Brink of Sanity 3 on Twitter. The Brink of Sanity.
Yeah. When we were first dating, you were Brink of Sanity 1. What happened?
The Brink of Sanity at gmail.com.
The guy I met said by this point he'd have a Super Bowl commercial advertising his podcast.
The Brink of Sanity on Instagram.
I was looking at the top 100 podcasts, and there's like a Golden State Warrior podcast.
Of course.
And I mean like top 100 most popular ones on iTunes.
Yeah, I'm sure it just got started like last year too.
I'm just like, we are like, how the hell is one team they're focusing on? It's like one of the most popular podcasts out there.
Probably because they won the championship and broke the record for most wins. I'm sure if the Knicks did that, we'd be the number 1 podcast too.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Jay, how are you going to better yourself, Jay?
Brinkofsanityshow.com is the website.
I think you should do Tough Mudder, Jay. Can you do Tough Mudder?
Yeah. And
Jay, your friend Bry got an RV. He's living life. What are you doing, Jay?
Yeah, Bry, what are you doing? You got an RV, you got a hot tub, you own your own
a gambling
place.
problem.
You got a car.
Oh, I like this RV. Do you have pictures from the like internal pictures?
I don't.
Oh, it looks pretty fucking huge.
All right, we'll be back next week.
It's 30 feet.
Let's get an episode in before I get LASIK.
When are you getting LASIK?
Friday.
So
let's do like a
Friday.
Wednesday.
I imagine there might be a delay in our next episode thereafter.
I would think. So
Can we do the podcast while you're getting LASIK?
Well, no, here's the thing. I'm only getting one eye done, so I could do the following episode with a pirate eye patch.
Why? You wear glasses for both eyes, right?
Yeah.
Why are you getting one eye done?
When they redo it, they only do one at a time. So I'm going to get the other one done in June.
He's getting 2 free surgeries. Come on now.
Wait, I don't understand. Hang on. When you first did it, didn't they do both eyes together?
Yeah.
But now they're doing one eye at a time?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because they're being extra careful.
Because it's free. You get half price.
You see, Jay.
Should we take
learned-
bets on how fucked up Jay's eyes get after this?
Jay, we've learned how to work on the left eye, but I'm getting my associate's degree soon for the right eye. So I think it's... I'm getting my associate's degree. I'll work on your right eye. I did the right eye and left eye. They're so different. They're on opposite sides. I can't figure that stuff out. Jay, if you wake up from the surgery and your pants are off, are you gonna just come back are you gonna still come back for the next eye?
You're awake for the whole thing.
You're awake when they take your pants off?
Yeah.
How long does the whole thing take?
90 seconds.
Holy shit. But why can't they just do 90 seconds later do the other eye? Like, I don't understand why they have to do them separately. Did the guy explain this to you?
No, for some reason they said when they do touch ups, that's what they call it, a touch up. They do one
Touch up. What do you Photoshop picture?
That's
When you say touch up, do you mean fuck ups? Touch ups. You mean fuck ups? Fine, fuck ups. We do fuck ups. We do one eye at a time.
Pretty much.
You're not worried at all about going to this like low rent place?
Yeah, I'm like bugging out.
Do they do it like
Thanks to us.
Do they do it on the subway?
It's you know what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be as bad as you guys are making out.
When you go there, do they also sell like lamps? Is it like a place where they're like, we sell lamps, we sell ice cream, and do LASIK?
I mean, it's got a lot of good reviews. I feel like I
On Yelp,
Except for yours.
Well, except for mine. I feel like
how do they get good reviews? Every time there's a bad review, they blind the person.
Yeah. Well, here's our saving grace. We were wrong about the Dandy Warhols thing, so we have to be right about this one.
maybe you guys are just always wrong.
That's weird. I didn't know you're the eye doctor and you're the guy from the Dandy Warhol show.
We thought that would be a disaster, and it wasn't. So,
yeah. And you really don't need both eyes to do the podcast, right?
I told you, I'm literally going to do next episode in an eye patch.
You're gonna be a pirate.
Yep.
Pirate J.
I'll drink rum too.
That I bet you'll do.
Now that I'm done with school, I could drink rum whenever I want.
That's when I said better yourself. I didn't think you were drinking rum all the time. What is you gotta do something with
I didn't mean drink during the day, Jay. Come on now.
Jay, you haven't showered in like a month. You just smell like booze all the time. This is not what happens when you better yourself. You are not better. My mom was right about you.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week.
It's like I said.
Good luck to Jay and his big surgery.
Well,
Are we
we're going to
gonna
do an
do
episode
something
before that, right? We'll do a Wednesday episode.
Sure.
And then the episode after that will be the pirate episode.
The pirate episode.
All right. Goodbye,
The
everybody.
blind episode.
Oh, we can call it. Hang on, we can call it Third Eye Blind.
My love. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. It's all over. Goodbye. It's time to go. This is the end. Say goodbye. You better go away. I'm gonna leave you. It's the end. Goodbye. Goodbye. Just leave me alone. Feels so good to say goodbye. I'm sick and tired and I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye, girl. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Everybody.
I'll open up the episode with I Can See for Miles and Miles by The Who.